Captain Cosmos creation. Returning to the Commonwealth, you will receive the quest Captain Cosmos. Find the Captain Cosmos delivery. Activating this quest, you can see a marker up towards the north near the Drumlin Diner. We shall go explore there further. With our flaming sword out, we can see we're coming up on a very decrepit Lexington with an explosion off in the distance. That was sweet. Sweet, sweet meats. I kind of want to go back to how I did Creation Club mod reviews a year ago, maybe, because I'm rewatching the old videos of the Creation Club mod reviews, and they are very interesting, very spastic. So looking at this truck we find, okay, good. It's a Hubris Comics truck. Trying to land on the tree and failing multiple times in a row. We can look in this box. The Hubris Delivery Crate. Hubris Delivery Locations. TV Studios Key. Jangle the Moon Monkey. Toy Rocket Ship. Captain Cosmos Toy Box. And Toy Aliens. Now, most of these are new items. Read the Hubris Delivery Holotape. Definitely not what I was supposed to click on. Delivery locations. From Bud Walsh to Jimmy Hayes on October 23rd, 2077. Jimmy, here's a list of today's delivery locations from the Captain Cosmos toys. But please get over to the Hubris TV studios at Hub 360 first. They're about to wrap up the big season finale episode and need them for the wrap party tonight. Machines for some sort of raffle. The receptionist said they're using some high-tech space gear from the United States Space Administration. Ask her to let you in to get a sneak peek, but make it quick. You're on the clock. Hubris Television Studio, Hub 360, Hubris Comics, General Atomics Galleria, and the WRVR broadcast station. So look, learning that, we need to investigate Hubris TV Studios. So we have to go outside the Pip-Boy and bring it back up to see where we need to go next. It's right beside the Noir penthouse that I just discovered in Hub 360. So I'm going to go there and then go out. Penthouse, you can see it up in the iCards. We come downstairs to find a door. Hubris Studios. Oh dear. There's a lot of those around. But we can get the caps. Hubris Television Studios. Unlock with the Hubris TV Studios key. And things all over. And we need to look at the reception terminal. But first we can look around to see new posters. USSA with Captain Cosmos on it. And a Captain Cosmos redemption machine over to the side. We'll learn what that does later. Looking into the reception terminal, we can see R. Ward USSA equipment delivery. From Roy Ward, director, to Darcy Kubrick, reception. Date, October 20th, 2077. Hey Darcy, General Tucker from the United States Air Force and a team from the United States Space Administration, USSA, are going to be delivering some very special equipment for the Captain Cosmos season finale this week. Please give them production and studio floor access ID cards when they arrive, and let the special effects team know they're going to be working with some technicians from the USSA. Also, please make sure the Captain Cosmos redemption machine has been loaded with prizes for the wrap party. Here is a list of the delivery contents. Captain Cosmos Cosmic Cannon, new Captain Cosmos space suits, and the CC00 power armor sets. Again, don't forget to load up the vending machines. You're the best, Roy. R. Stoddard wrap party date. From Rod Stoddard, Captain Cosmos, to Darcy Kubrick in reception. Hello there, Darcy. I didn't hear back from you yet. Third time. If you'd like to be my date for the wrap party tomorrow night, you'd be crazy to pass up this opportunity, but I'm sure you know that. By the way, I have a huge stack of these autographed Captain Cosmos posters that need to be mailed out, so if you could please come down to my dressing room to pick them up immediately, that would be spectacular. While you're down here, I can show you my new weightlifting routine. I know, it's hard to improve on all this, but apparently there are some muscles called quads, and I'll be doggone if mine aren't the best in the galaxy or any other. Cosmos out! Someone's an airhead. R. Ward, accident on set. From Roy Ward, director, to Darcy Coburg in reception. October 23rd, 2077. Darcy, there was just an accident while we were filming, and Johnny Morton is hurt really bad. Someone screwed up, and the weapon from the USSA is using live fire ammunition. Please send a company-wide message letting everyone know the explosions and screams or what they heard are nothing to worry about, and that we still have our jobs to do. We can't miss this shoot deadline, so just make it sound like it was no big deal, okay? Backing out of the terminal, we can look at the reception machine. Mystery prize, 3 boxes. Captain Cosmos poster, 5 boxes. Captain Cosmos Cosmic Cannon, 20. Captain Cosmos Spacesuit, 20. CC00 Power Armor Piece, 15. Captain Cosmos CC00 Figurine, 8. And 10 backwards. So looking around, we can find a Captain Cosmos Power Armor figurine. More posters hanging on the wall, and another figurine in the floor. We can also find toys galore for the kids back at our settlement. Looking at this door, and we can open it. We can hear more rad roaches. And we see a writer's terminal. Let's look inside. D. Cobrick, you know who, bothering me. From Darcy Cobrick reception to Mary Nichols, lead writer. I really don't know how to deal with Rod every day. I'm counting down the hours until I can no longer have to deal with him asking me out on a date every 10 minutes. Just because he's Captain Cosmos doesn't mean he gets to have everything he wants. He's too old for me anyway, and he always smells like that monkey he carries around all the time. He just doesn't get the hint. Only one more day until our production break. I can't wait. What are your plans? G. Bennett, season finale script. From Gary Bennett, writer, to Mary Nichols, read writer. October 19th, 2077. I read your notes about your problems with the script for the finale, and I completely agree. Captain Cosmos versus the giant cockroach from Mars? Are you kidding me? A giant deadly cockroach. That doesn't seem believable. Yet another Silver Shroud crossover. This new director is going to run the show into the ground. We should update our resumes. R. Stoddard, script changes. From Captain Cosmos to the lead writer, October 18th, 2077. Hey Mary, I just looked over the script here, and I really don't think I have enough lines in the season finale episode. I know it's supposed to be action-packed, but what did you think of the monologues I sent over, particularly the one titled American Space Justice? I know the director already said no, but maybe he needs to be reminded who's really in control around here, so please just slip in my monologue and we'll see what happens. I have no doubt everyone will be amazed. Cosmos out! Really starting to not like Rod Stoddard. Studtard. From Darcy Cobrick to the Huber Studio, all. Attention, don't panic, but the news has just reported multiple nuclear explosions in New York and Pennsylvania. It is not yet confirmed if this is a hoax or some sort of mistake, but we all need to do as we were trained, get down into the studio floor basement and seal all the doors immediately. The concrete walls are thick enough that we should be safe. The Edotronic was just restocked too, so we should have plenty of food to hold us over until we find out what happened. Please descend in single file line down the stairwells. Do not take the elevators. So, looking around, we can turn on our flashlight to go into here and find a scavenger and a ghoul. Taking the stuff off the ghoul and the scavenger. We can see that we're getting radiation, but not sure where from. Taking this lunch. Looking around more to find more loot. And then leaving, we can go back through, up the stairs to find a ghoul. Taking down the ghoul. we can see that there's a Nuka Quantum in the staircase. Now our only option is to go downstairs. Going back through this big hole, we can see two other doors that we can open. One leads to the bathroom. Looting this place, we can look into the stall. Sorry, ma'am. Going to the other door
Door's chained up on the other end.
is the film set. We cannot get to that because it is chained up. Looking around at all the other doors, we can see a little workshop area where someone has died from a gun by their hand. Very suspect. We can find 2 mods for the Captain Cosmos gun, and we can open another door leading to an area with not much to find, and one across that is barred. We can hear ticking on that, and opening this door, we see a rifle. Oh. And we find a random legendary weapon upon him, along with a doctor. And we find a cryo cosmic cannon rifle, and some fusion cells to take at our leisure. Coming over to this terminal, conference terminal, we can look. R Ward USSA Captain Cosmos promo. Sorry, I had to turn that on, it's getting cold. From Roy Ward to Frank Marsh. October 17th, 2077. I met with General Tucker like you asked. They were excited to have their new equipment featured in the season finale, and even offered to have some technicians on site during the shoot. It's going to save us a bundle on production cost. He said they would need all the good press they can get after the whole incident at ArcJet with the reporter. And if this helps get the Mars shot project back on track, they'll buy up all our commercial airtime. I smell a bonus in the air for both of us. Come down and have a drink with me to celebrate. R. Ward Accident. From Roy Ward to Frank Marsh, October 23rd, 2077. Frank, Rod shot Johnny with the weapon from the USSA during a scene, and it was somehow using live fire. I thought this weapon was supposed to be a prop. Call General Tucker immediately and sort this out. Heads are going to roll over this, and it better not be mine. This is going to be terrible for my career. We're supposed to wrap filming today, so we might have to get someone to take Johnny's place and edit his lines in. Carl, the delivery clerk, might work as a stand-in if we put him in a spacesuit. What a mess. Some crew members are bringing Johnny upstairs to the conference room to wait for the paramedics. Can you please talk to him if he's conscious, and make sure he does not plan on suing us. And D. Kubrick, emergency. Attention, don't panic. And here is the same thing from before I just saw. So Johnny Morton got shot and was brought up here. I am of course going to take that legendary weapon. That is why this doctor is here. He was tending to Johnny, and then the bombs must have fell, leaving him there by himself. So I'm finna try to attempt to pick this lock. Wow, a novice lock, and I couldn't pick it. Wow.
Nice.
Going in, we can just find a bunch of loot. Not a bunch, but enough to take with us. And we find a Jangle-Zamoo monkey and 2 Captain Cosmos boxes, so we could try to get something out of that machine later. Going downstairs to the production offices in a moment. We didn't get the whole picture without looking in this area. There's nothing to find in this area. Let's go back down there. We have another map marker ×2. So putting our sword away until further notice, we need a key card to get into this area. Trying to pick this novice lock again. Boom.
Yes.
Going into this area, we don't see much, but this must have been the radio recording room for things like the Silver Shroud and such like that, or podcasts about shows. We can go through and we can see a film set terminal and a withered feral ghoul. This is a novice lock terminal, so I'm about to try my best to get through this. We'll come back to that later. Looking around, we don't see much except some circuitry and a surgical scalpel to take as loot. So leaving that room and going back out, we can go down the hall, see a glowing rad roach before it attacks, and take care of it. Oh, there was another one. How nice of you to pursue me like that. We see an Edatronic on the wall, and a bunch of other things, but nothing of use to this story. So going through, looking through this door, we can go in and see a studio ID card and a let's look at D. Kubrick USSA equipment delivery. From Darcy Kubrick to Roy Ward, October 21st, 2077. Mr. Ward, General Tucker and his team from the USSA are here with the equipment. I've given them production and studio access cards like you asked, and they're on their way down to production offices to meet with you now. I also refilled the redemption machines. Rod Stoddard, the dressing rooms, on October 21st, 2077. Roy, we're both professionals, and I think we can agree that I'm the true star of Captain Cosmos, so why does Jangles get a bigger dressing room than me? I like monkeys as much as the next guy, but I think his trainer was pulling your leg when he said Jangle needed the bigger room for all that jungle gym equipment. My strict calisthenics regimen demands that I have an ample space to maneuver. Plus, I'm running out of wall area for all my mirrors and fan letters. Can't we discuss this? Cosmos out. And finally, the emergency. This is the one we see in the other terminals. The safe is unlocked, and there is a weapon in it. Probably randomly generated. Going back down, we can see another door. And going in, this must be the room where they saw the premiere of things before they came out, so the team could see their final product. Oop. Sorry, did that ghoul just open that door? Cut this freak down at the knees. Taking care of that, we can look in and find a Captain Cosmos spacesuit.
Yes.
Increased jump height and prevents falling damage, along with 750 radiation resistance. We don't find another in this room, and we don't find any more information in this room. So we can go find our way downstairs through this door. We find another scavenger. I don't know how they got through all the ghouls without being trampled. But we can use the card reader, open the door, and go downstairs. The ghoul was just taking a poo-poo. We have a lot to explore. But first, we're going to tackle this bottom floor. I can see the marker over there, but we're going to go into the cafeteria first. Rad roaches. Tiny bugger that one is. Nothing in the first aid kit. And not much around but food items, so this is a place to come if you're in survival. Packs of cigarettes and an Edatronic that broke. Moldy food. How nice. Leaving there, we can go into the security gate where they are recording and find another Captain Cosmos figurine and more posters. Of course, there doesn't seem to be anything else. Going back around to the back of this, we see a double door. Opening this, we find more things. And we also find an armored up ghoul reaver. We don't see much else in this area other than a broken robot. So leaving and going to the next door down on the left wall, we can see a first aid kit, and we open the door to Jangles the Moon Monkey's dressing room. And was he right about all the space? And there's Jangles. Just laying on the floor. But this is a tremendous amount of space. Does it spell Gary? Leaving there. Ignoring that for now. And going upstairs. We can see Rod Stoddard, Captain Cosmos. Opening this door, we can go in to find another Captain Cosmos figurine. His terminal, we'll explore that in a minute. A red dress and a black suit? Was he a cross-dresser? Aww. Find a bunch of feminine hairbrushes and another Captain Cosmos spacesuit. So now our follower can have one as well. We find a opened safe on the wall. And now looking at his terminal, we can see R. Ward Re dressing room, his reply. Why did Jangles get a bigger dressing room than me? Rod, we talked about this twice already. You know Jangles is happier when he has his jungle gym nearby. I know you're the star of the show, but everybody really loves the monkey. If the Captain Cosmos playsets start to outsell the Jangles toys, then we can talk again. B. Hughes re-auditions. From Brian Hughes to Rod Stoddard. These working conditions are getting out of hand. Have we had any callbacks on my theater auditions? Rod, I understand that you are, as you worded it, a very gifted thespian with talent beyond compare, but I think you should work out your differences. Huge hit, and it puts your name on the map. Besides, is it really that bad to be working with Jangles? I love that little monkey. And, of course, the emergency we see before. So leaving this room. Nice. And going over to Jane Faraday, Stella Skyfire. We can enter her room and going just like we did before. See a clothing iron, a laundered green dress, red dress, a mannequin with a bug. Looks like she had an infestation. Blast Radius board game. Some Calmex, some Jet, some Day Tripper, and some Great Mentats. Oh, we seem to have a drug head on set. And Power Fist in front of a mirror. And a heating coil mod. Is she... Not even worried about it. There doesn't seem to be much else in the room, so we can leave and close the door behind us. Looking around, I don't see anything else on this floor, this side to look at. So we can go look in the lockers behind the set and see a CC00 prop, module prop, and a ghoul, Rod Stoddard. He seems to still be Captain Cosmos after all this time. Dying in one hit. You weren't always that much, Rod. Taking his plasma-infused combat shotgun and the rest of the stuff. Find the emergency exit. So looking at this power armor, we can see it has a jetpack automatically. And the look of this power armor is absolutely amazing. We will look at it more in depth much later. But going up a floor, now we can see another set is in here with a fusion core nearby. We can also see that we can drop down into the floor below to take care of the ghouls that are in this room. Roy Baker, the director, I believe, is also down here. And this must be where everybody holed up when the bombs fell. Production terminal, let's look. New equipment. October 20th, 2077. Sounds like the Air Force or Space Administration is going to be doing a cross-promotion with the show to try to get some good PR around their Mars shoot project. After all their screw-ups, they need all the help they can get. They're also going to send some technicians to work with us during the shoot. They better not get in the way. We run a tight ship around here. Shoot status. October 22nd. Things are going pretty good so far. We're going on schedule, and we're about to wrap up the shooting for the season finale. Although these technicians the USSA sent over are starstruck than they do with safety training. We only have 2 days left to shoot, and we haven't even gone over weapon prop they brought. Injury on set. I can't believe it. The weapon the USSA delivered wasn't a prop, it was a live weapon. Our guest star Johnny Morton was wounded pretty bad during the shot. During the fight scene a few minutes ago, people are freaking out and they're taking him upstairs to wait out for the paramedics. We told him to put Carl into a spacesuit and try to get the shoot in for the rest of Johnny's scenes with him as a stand-in. Yikes. Nuclear war. We just heard over the loudspeakers that there are that the facility is going on lockdown because there are reports of nuclear detonations across the country. Everyone is scrambling to get down here and seal up the doors. Can this day get any worse? And it's all over. But the crying... I'm sorry. Well, that's it. The end of the world. Everything is gone. We've been locked down here for 5 days and we're already running out of food. I don't know what we're going to do now. All the radio signals went dead a couple hours ago after we got down here. Everyone is starting to get sick too. I think the air ventilation system might not be sealed off properly. All we can do is cover up the vents and hope for the best. I feel sick. I'm going to lie down. And then you can override the door controls. So, these people got radiation poisoning and became ghouls. We can find some more boxes, and we can leave up top, taking out this ghoul along with the next one. I'm getting real tired of your crap, you know that? Lord. Are you serious? Let's go then. Going all the way up these flights of stairs. Opening this door, we can find the emergency exit that was chained off before. Coming back out after finding the emergency exit completes the quest Captain Cosmos. Now we can go look at this weapon and this power armor more in depth. Always do. We can get out of our armor and go to the weapons workbench to mess with the cosmic cannon first. Now, there's a bunch of capacitors, but I'm going for the best. There's a cryo, laser, and sonic pulse barrel, standard grip, standard stock, and full wood stock.
Been growing pretty good lately.
There's a reflex sight, and the USSA, arc jet, chrome, enclave, and Repcon paint. I personally like the enclave. And then we will look at the cryo barrel and whatever the other two were, I forgot. Okay, let's go look. So it's literally a cryolator with a little bit of different sound. Yeah, it's got a different sound, that's it. Then we can put on the laser barrel that we already got from the place, remember? Because I looted. That's what it sounds like. Not sure if you heard it, but that's what it sounds like. Okay, the chords don't change. And the sonic pulse barrel. Let's take a listen. Hold up. Let's see if it's an AoE. Oh, it is. So we can hurt ourselves if we're too close. Yeah. So it's like Lorenzo's artifact. So that's pretty good. I enjoy that. Now let's look at the power armor. It goes up to model F. You can take the same stuff, put the enclave paint on it, and it's got the little like enclave E, and then you can put regular mods on it. You can put Tesla coils, and it gives it a different look. I really enjoy that. So let's go ahead and give this the enclave paint as well, with the slight aiming marks, recon array, that, and then we can put, I'm gonna put the red tactical. So it's basically like modifying. Does that have a cowboy hat on top? Hold up. Kinetic servos. Enclave. I think the enclave. Tesla bracers. Okay, hold up. So that puts the Tesla arms on it. So this would work well with my electric damage build. Electra, if you haven't seen her, that's also in the iCards. Enclave paint puts a cowboy hat on top of this. That's pretty cool. So let's get into it, and you can see the back changed as well. So this is just this is what the version I would wear looks like. Oh, I lost my cowboy hat. That is a shame. And I lost the okay. Let's go figure out why stuff's gone. I think it's because I changed my left hand because I was freaking out over something. Yeah. Tesla. And then going up to the helmet. It was the sensor array, right? Put that on there. Now, does that keep the cowboy hat? Okay, to get the cowboy hat, you gotta put the sensor array on there. I think. Does it stay? It does not stay. I wonder why that appears. There is a glitch where a cowboy hat appears, apparently. But now we have shock damage to our unarmed attacks. So this would work well with the electric build, like I said, but that's going to be the end of the creation because that's going to be the only one I go over. You can make your own, and if you want to, put it on Reddit and send me the subreddit out. But this has been the creation. I can't remember how much I got this for. I think I got it for free, and if I didn't, I got it for cheap. So I would rate this maybe a 6 or 7 out of 10. Yeah. Well, that's been the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy it, and if you did, please smash a like. It's always appreciated. Go down to the description and check out the gang's channels along with my Instagram and Natalie's. And also subscribe if you're new, because I need subscribers to feed my Magic Dragon Pete. And don't forget about the giveaway at 500. And there's going to be an even bigger giveaway when we get above BradBlitzKid. But to do that, you'll have to share this video around and tell your friends to subscribe, of course. So, I do hope to see you guys in the next one, and it has been a pleasure, as always. Peace.